Hi, I'm Bob Allison with ShopSabre CNC. Around here they call me Router Bob. It's time for another Router Bob out and about trip, and we're going to Victor, Idaho to see Mikey Franco at Franco Snowshapes and see how they use their ShopSabre CNC router to make custom snowboards. Let's get started.
Oh, it's not off. Well, now it won't go on for another hour. Okay. He's more precise. First timer, let's start over. Okay. I got too much swirling in my head now. The ShopSabre University and all day. Yep. So I started Franco Snowshapes in 2010, and I started off at basically a woodworking shop that they made skis in, and they still do to this day. Everything we did there was by hand. Utility knife, router sled, hand routed all our templates, hand sanded everything. And it was very difficult. It was a great way to learn to do things by hand. It was a very long, slow process in making a snowboard. So I moved into another shop with a ski maker, and they had a CNC that wasn't American-made. We started running into some problems here and there with the CNC, and it was very, very difficult to get parts and service. And so when I realized it was time to move into my own shop, that was the first thing I realized I needed was not a used CNC and not a foreign-made CNC. I wanted something American-made so I could get support and service right away. When I looked at a lot of the foreign machines, I was really worried about if it was gonna come and I would like it, and if I didn't, what would I do? Getting parts was gonna be very difficult. Delivery promises were gonna be impossible to calculate. And so ultimately, I kept looking back at ShopSabre because it's not far from here. It's you know, in the Midwest, and it's American-made. And when I compared customer service, that was the other thing. How quickly I could talk to somebody and how helpful they were at steering me into the machine that ultimately that I needed and that fit my budget. You know, helping me out with the vacuum hold down, which, you know, most people wanted me to buy an incredibly powerful and expensive hold down, which I just didn't need. And ShopSabre quickly said, no, we've got something for you. I wanted something that was steel and welded and not aluminum. And most of the foreign companies weren't going to be able to get it to me on time. And ShopSabre gave me a really reasonable delivery date, and they came through with it. But that's ultimately the reason I went with the RC8. Having my own CNC has been a game changer. It's enabled me to be able to push the limits of what we can make and what we use the machine for. We've just done a snowboard with an aluminum sidewall, which has never been done before. And I would have never done that on the old machine. This enabled me to try something and get the precision that I needed. With aluminum sidewall, it has to be crazy thin on the ends and just right, because it's very difficult to work with. So I needed to use as little material as possible, and having that steel frame really was important. And I know all the DIYers like to buy aluminum extruded frame, CNCs, and they work great. But they just don't provide that level of precision and tolerance that I really need when I'm going to start cutting with aluminum. You know, we use this machine to cut out all our mold parts for our press. We use it to make signs for our business. We're going to use it basically to outfit this whole shop. We take advantage of it, push this machine, use it in every way we can. And I just know that when I have a question about how to do something or how to repair something, it's just a quick call, and ultimately that's why I got the ShopSabre. At Franco Snowshapes, we are all about precision. We are the bespoke snowboard company in the United States and practically the world, and one of the things we really needed was a precise machine for doing custom inlays and beautiful wood veneer. That's been a really big part of our Top Sheet program. And we also utilize that machine to make individual molds for each snowboard design that we make. We don't make a single mold, make 1,000 snowboards out of it. We make a single mold to make a single snowboard out of it, because these are custom. And these molds need to be precise, and they need to be individually tailored for each person's board. And so this CNC has allowed us to do that with everything in this shop, from signs to top molds to etching with aluminum top sheets that we do. We do copper top sheets. It allows us to etch our logo into that. It's allowed us to do so many things, creating the urethane channel where we literally hand pour urethane sidewalls, which nobody really does. And it's enabled us to have a ride that's incredibly damp and smooth and durable. And that's the most important thing about what we do, because we make the best snowboards in the world, and they need to feel like that, ride like that. And our customers are super happy. Owning a CNC is not just about what we make now, but it's also about what we're going to make in the future. And this machine has opened my eyes up to the ability to bring on skis. We can make the most precise, beautiful, and high-performance skis just like our snowboards. And it wasn't until I got this machine that I realized we could do that, and we could do that in a timely manner. And it'll push us into the future of making the most beautiful skis in the world, just like our snowboards, and it'll allow this business to grow with us as we need it. And that's what I love about the ShopSabre. If I was to give advice for someone looking for a CNC or deciding whether to get one, first thing I would say is yes, absolutely. And two, look at ShopSabre for the ShopSabre University, for the router bob stuff. There is so much stuff on there to take the weight off of basically turning it on and being terrified. I'm not an engineer by any stretch. So for me, I'm self-taught. And ShopSabre enabled me to go online, learn a couple things. The packet they send you before you get your machine, you go through it all, and it basically allowed me to get the machine, set it down, level it, plug it in, and I cut something the same day. And all of that was because of all the help I got from ShopSabre, and basically guiding me into plug and play, turn it on, and here's what it'll do. And the unique thing I think about ShopSabre is I had a technical issue. I called them up, and they were able to log on to my computer and fix my CNC problem. And it was just a technical glitch. They fixed it while I stood there and watched them with the mouse cursing around, and they fixed it. And that was amazing to me. My last CNC, that was not going to happen. It wasn't an issue or an option. And so all I can say is thanks to ShopSabre for making this a very easy and stress-free purchase that's going to allow our snowboard company and ski company to explode. And I couldn't do it without that machine behind me.
First of all, I want to thank Franco Snowshapes for allowing us to visit their facility. It amazes me how creative some people are and how they're able to use their ShopSabre CNC to bring that creativity into a business. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you need more information, you can contact us at ShopSabre.com. Thank you for watching.